All right, all right, all right. It's showtime. Welcome, everybody to the show. Streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. I'm Vic, Mr. Hatman at your service, and we're going to be talking about YouTube SEO, search engine optimization, keyword research, and a deep dive into lead magnets, titles, tags, and YouTube channel reviews. So if you have a YouTube channel, please put the channel ID in the chat and I will bring it up at an appropriate moment. What we've been doing in these previous two sections is in our very first section, which actually happened about a month ago, we went into a deep dive into lead magnets. What are lead magnets? How do you build a lead magnet? Why would you want a lead magnet? And yesterday we had part 2, which is all about titles, tags, and keyword research. So if you missed that, I will be putting the links below in the description where you can get more information. You can also visit our channel on YouTube at youtube.com/Mr. Hatman. That's MR Hatman, just like it says right there. So what is the channel about? I get asked this question all the time. Vic, you're kind of all over the place. You have videos about gaming. You have videos about the Doobie Brothers. And then you also have this personal growth stuff. And then you have this other stuff. Why aren't you like everybody else? You pick one topic and that's all you talk about. Well, because that's not who I am. I'm a technology enthusiast. I'm a software creator. I have many, many interests, but they all weave together with a common framework. And that really has to do with the evolution of technology. The evolution of, well, music is actually a form of technology. So you could actually think of technology as a part of music. You could say music, the word music, when you actually look about it, it comes from the word for the muse. Music is inspiration, if you will. So when you're inspired by something, that's music. Okay, that's actually the deeper meaning of music. It's from the muse. A muse would be is like, let's say a beautiful woman, if you're a man or a woman or whatever you want to aspire to. Like I'm thinking about these statues in Greece, the muse. You would look at this statue, you would feel an inspiration, you'd write a song or a poetry. And when you look at what a song is, it's a melody combined with poetry, right? Look at Pink Floyd, one of the greatest rock bands of all time. Everything they do is a poetry first, and then they put the lyrics to it. Sometimes they come up with a jingle, but most of their stuff has meaning. Even the whole album, like The Wall, has a deeper meaning about culture and society and the concerns that people have. That's why people are relating to it. The Doobie Brothers, listen to the music. It's a very simple concept, but it's a very catchy song. We distinguished yesterday that there are 2.6 million videos on YouTube about listen to the music. And I was able to rank one of my videos in the top of that. It's a miracle. So if you understand the process, then you can do that for yourself. And it really comes down to not so much the keywords. It used to be that Google and other search engines that are based on keywords, they are primarily concerned with now the meaning that's attributed to the keyword. Let's look at the word Tesla. Okay. I just watched the interview with Elon Musk on Saturday Night Live. It's a replay, but it was great because I can totally relate to him, a fellow Asperger's person. I also was diagnosed as a child with Asperger's, but I've been working through personal growth to move through that, and I think that's one of the reasons why I can look at these things objectively. And like, I love numbers, I love charts, I love understanding all these things, especially the YouTube algorithm. Well, here's what happened. In 2012, the YouTube algorithm was changed by the general Google AI. And the Google AI is a learning machine. It has a neural network associated with it. And so if those of you who missed some of our previous talks, they're actually below here. If you missed it, we did an entire section on how to play the SEO search game. Taking to the matrix actually was meaning about talking to the matrix, but it was actually, I made a typo and I call it like taking to the matrix. And then I realized, oh, okay, I was thinking of the Doobie Brothers taking it to the streets, right? And I was taking it to the matrix. And my thought in that video was, what if I was talking to the Google AI directly? What would I say? That was about, that's a 2-hour training. This is a 2-hour and 48 training, and this is an hour and 48. Is artificial intelligence a good investment right now? And this is a 3-part series on artificial intelligence that was at the Mr. Hatman channel. But as you can see, my most popular video right here is the Doobie Brothers listen to the music live, and it has 2.4 million views. And what I discovered is once I had that nugget, that outlier video, I could chain other videos to it. So I took What a Fool Believes with Kenny Loggins and Michael McDonald and China Grove. And these were other songs that didn't have quite the traction, but through playlists and through info cards, I was able to add some of those people, say, hey, now that you like this song, why don't you check this one out? Even a track from Deep Purple, when I saw them in San Francisco, I was able to boost that video by just having one successful video on my channel. And I'm not saying this is going to happen for everyone, but today's lesson is really about how do you get that one video, or what is that one video that you may already have? Like when I do channel reviews, I oftentimes see, like I even did a channel review of Mr. Beast, one of the top YouTubers in the world. And I found that his keywords were not what the video was about. See, he had a video about Orbeez. I didn't even know what an Orbe was, but they're tiny little pellets. When you add water, they grow to 30 times their size. And so he made a video, what if I put 100,000 Orbeez in my friend's backyard? What would happen? And he was counting on rain coming. And so they spread out all these Orbeez. And then if you actually fast forward halfway through the video, they kind of gave up on it and they just dumped all these Orbeez into a swimming pool. And what people remember is Orbeez in the swimming pool. Well, what's fascinating is he has lots of copycats. He created a movement. Lots of people copied his concept and they started dumping Orbeez into their swimming pool, and they made videos about it. And lo and behold, they got millions of views on that very same idea. And my message to Mr. Beast at that channel review was just change one word, because your competition is ranking on what your video actually is about. It's about Orbeez in a swimming pool. It's not about Orbeez in my friend's backyard, right? No one thinks of that because they remember Orbeez in the swimming pool. That's what became. So just by changing the title a little bit, what I've been told is that YouTube knows what your video is about, and its AI is going to figure it out. Well, yes and no. Yes, I think it's more like, because I'm a programmer, I understand how AI works. AI has to operate with a seed thought, okay? It is easier for the seed thought to use like a word and say, okay, like, let's say I have a video about, I'm going to bring up a very cute creature right here. Okay, this is, let me see if you can see. This is something that I don't know where I got this from, or how I've just had this thing for years. It always reminds me that it's a cat. Let's see if you can see that. It's a cat, okay? It looks like a cat. And you can't really tell because it's white and it's kind of being bleached out. Well, the YouTube algorithm can distinguish between a cat and a dog. But let's say I was talking about household pets, right? How could it tell whether it's a cat or a dog? It has to do a comparison. It's this, not that. It's this or not that. So when you have a title and you put that in your title and you have the title actually as a graphic on your thumbnail image, the AI is so smart, it can distinguish text on thumbnail graphics. So when you put the actual text on the graphic, it can tell that. And if there's consistency between your title, your thumbnail, your actual content, what you speak into the video, and then what you deliver as a message, and what people and how people respond, which is the most important factor. Like, YouTube's going to give you a shot. They're going to say, okay, for 48 hours, we're going to put it out to your subscribers first. We're going to see how they respond. If your subscribers don't like it, we're probably not going to bet on it. You got to think of YouTube like an investor. Like, if you're giving an investor pitch, you need to get across your message in about a minute. Okay. If they're interested, they're going to probably go like, wow, that's great. That's called an executive summary. But we've had on our show, we're going to bring him back, my friend Burke Franklin, who wrote Biz Plan Builder. And one of the things I learned from Burke is that you really, really want to make sure that you've written an entire business plan before you write your executive summary, because investors will be able to tell the difference. See, so many people go, oh yeah, I'm going to buy an executive summary template, and I'm just going to go write my business plan because I want to raise money for my business, and I'm just going to go write this executive summary. Well, here's the thing. Sophisticated investors can see through that in a nanosecond, just like Google can see through your videos in a nanosecond. They can see whether your video is actually delivering on the promise that you make in the claim that you put out there. So I was recommending that most of us focus on creating how-to videos. Even if you're not teaching something like how-to. Like, I have a number of friends that are musicians, right? And they're struggling with getting their music exposed. And I go and look at their channel, and I see that they have 100,000 views on how to do this, how to cook up a piece of gear to your studio. And they go, no, I want people to like my music. I want people to like my music. Well, music is subjective. If you can enroll people to check out your how-to videos, and you can prove to them that you give value, that you know what you're talking about, right? Like, for example, I could make a video about piano music, and I could say why the major sixth is such a cool sound, right? That could be a video. And I actually might make that video, because that was a technique that a jazz musician taught me, and it became the foundation of a lot of the music in my crossover genre. So those of you who don't know, I'm a musician, I'm a piano player, I'm a composer. I got into digital marketing because I wanted to promote my CDs, right? I wanted to sell my CDs. But when I spoke at Google headquarters, when they first launched AdWords, they had, anyone have a question? I grabbed the mic and I said, hi, I'm a musician. I think AdWords is great. You're going to be charging $1 per click, but it might take like 200 clicks for someone to be exposed to me enough to buy one CD. So I'm spending $200 on traffic on a pay-per-click model to sell a $15 CD. I don't see how I could possibly be profitable. And they, of course, defended it. And meanwhile, the audience loved my question, because I said, well, what are you going to do for us that are selling low-ticket items? How are you going to deal with that, right? I would be glad to give you $7 per sale, but I can't afford to give you $1 per click. I don't think I could sell my music. Most people would want it for free. They're going to want to go to, Spotify. They can listen to it on Spotify. Why would they want to buy a CD? And so a lot of musicians don't quite get that. Now you can get monetized on YouTube, which is awesome. And I think YouTube is probably the best streaming platform, bar none, if you can go through the necessary due diligence. And that is basically, you've got to generate 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 hours of watch time. Well, if you're a musician, to get 4,000 hours of watch time on a 4-minute song, that's going to take a long time. I did it not with my music. I uploaded the Doobie Brothers and it went viral. And it wasn't even the song. It was, I'm going to play for you a little clip. I'm going to try to take the sound down before we, yeah, the sound is off. But take a look at this video, okay? 2.4 million views. There's only one reason, and it's in the comments, right? Now, I have a newly remastered audio, right? And that's called an info card. And in my course, To Relevance, I focus on these really critical things like end screens, info cards, SEO, strategy, thinking about how you're going to do that. But look, in 10 seconds, like from the very beginning, the biggest complaint I got, oh, there's too much distortion, there's too much bass. Well, you know, I was holding a camera. Actually, I have the camera right here. Let me show you the camera I was using. This is the camera that I filmed that video with, okay? It's a Nikon V1, and all of the sound was through this tiny, tiny little microphone. Let me see if I can show you that too. Like right where my finger is. Yeah, it's right here. See that? A little stereo mic. That's one. That's the left channel, and that's the right channel. That's the microphone that this was recorded on. And I was sitting there with a tripod filming it, and people were bumping into me. It was a live show. It was a benefit concert. It has the authenticity. But take a look at this girl right here, where my mouse is, okay? There's Tommy Johnston, and there's this girl. It's the girl in the mini skirt with the black coat. And what I kept seeing in the comments were not how good the song was, but the feeling. It's the perfect video. It feels good. It makes you feel good when you watch it. And they're beautiful women. There's a wall of women. These are all the family members of the band and friends, family and friends of the band. And it just happens to be that most of them were women on the stage. Of course, there's a couple of dudes there. Like there's this dude here with a guitar who's not even part of the band. I don't know who he is. But all of these people on the stage give it that feeling of exuberance, that feeling of joy. Okay. And that's why the video did so well. Okay. It's equal to the view count of the Doobies' own videos that they released, you know, during the lockdown. They did I mean, it's beautiful. I've actually put some links to it on our channel because I think it's just so beautiful what they're doing. And if I could say, well, if in a small way, our channel was able to contribute to their success, because we put links to, you know, hey, go to their tour, go buy their CDs. It's not like we wanted to, and I think even I got a comment back in the early days from the B.R. Cohen Winery. Bruce Cohen was the band manager at one time, and he actually owns a winery, and this is where it was happening. So he was a former band manager. They have a benefit concert there. It used to happen every year. I went to it 3 years in a row. It was just a great community kind of an event, and all the money went to charity. It was a really, really great event, and unfortunately, that's just in the past. So the only way to get that juice is to watch the video. But people love this video. So what you want to find is one video that people love, that sort of becomes the springboard to launching your channel. But there is a downside to that. The downside to that is it's going to create your audience. Okay. I didn't know this at the time, but because of this video, majority of my channel are males over 40, right? Who like this video. Some of them over 50. When you look at the demographic spread, very few women visit my channel. So I created another channel that was tailored for women, but although it doesn't have the traction that this channel does. And if there was one suggestion I would give to YouTube, if anyone from the creator school is looking at it, we recognize that we want to be creating a new audience for our channel. It would be super, super cool if once you're monetized on one channel, that you could get approved to be monetized on another channel, or you could move some of your audience over from channel to channel. Because I would love to just have just a dedicated channel to rock and roll music. There's no AI stuff there. There's no software stuff there. It's just about the artist, about the artists. You know, it has Robert Plant. It has Doobie Brothers. It has Deep Purple. It has Aerosmith. All these bands that I've recorded, it's a dedicated channel just to that. But what we talked about yesterday, actually it was, yes, it was yesterday. Yesterday in part 2 was that when you're looking at this from a eagle's eye perspective, most people think, oh, okay, it's all about the channel. But at the same time, the AI, the artificial intelligence algorithm, is treating each new video upload as its own entity. And it goes through that 48-hour testing process. But the testing process, as I understand it, first goes out to your subscribers, which is why you want to build subscribers and fans. And then based on its performance, it can get into something called suggested. Now, all the data is inside of your back office. So SEO, search engine optimization, even to this day, only accounts for 5% of our traffic is from search. And that may come as a shock to people. But here's the thing. Search is the way you break through. Okay? You break through with search because, especially in the how-to niche, if you can do a simple how-to video, like Scott, who's been on our show a bunch of times, he uses Search Triggers, my software, and he loves it. And he's used it to rank drone videos. He has drones, and he is an expert on drones, and he knows exactly what camera to put on the drones and exactly the components to put on the drones. And so he had very, very specific how-to videos in the drone niche, and he was able to generate, using our software, instead of like 30, 40, 50 views, he got like 50, 60, 70,000 views on his channel. One of our other clients, he does health-related nutritional videos. When I met him, he had about 800,000 views on his channel, and I committed to helping him cross the million. He crossed 1 million. Now he has 1.5 million, 1.5 million, 1.5 million views on his channel. So I would say I'm an expert in helping you get to that first 1 million views. But then you want to, at the same time, I'm also recommending you study the process that Daryl Eves is talking about, which is all about the content. And see, the thing is, content is tricky because content is that one thing you can't change, right? Once you upload your video to YouTube, that's it. What you put in that video, your editorial process, your editing process, what you say, how you say it, what you didn't say that you should have said, you can't change it. Not so with another platform called Vimeo. With Vimeo, you can actually go in and replace the video and it will keep your view count. But Vimeo has a very, very small amount of traffic compared to YouTube. And YouTube, you want to think of it as a highlights channel. It's been wanting to do, because of lives, it's been wanting to become more like long-term streaming, and it does have those qualities. However, by and large, its majority of videos are under 10 minutes long. And that's considered long-form content, whereas like, I don't know, TikTok is like 15 seconds to 30 seconds. And YouTube Shorts, they want to get you, to have these really cool videos that'll get your attention. I'm kind of like a long-term long form guy. I like the song. I like the album. I mean, I think what we're missing in this world really are albums, right? We've gone from a culture. Like when I was in high school, I remember we would just put on a record, man. You would just hang out with your friends, you put on a record, and then you would listen to the whole side, and you would grab the record and read the lyrics, right? And a lot of times we'd sing along, and my friends were all rock and roll guitar players, so they would like, be hanging out there, partying away, and then, jamming with the guitar on the record, right? And that was what we did. And I've said this before, is that your cultural bias, what you do in your downtime, in other words, what you want to aspire to and who you want to hang out with, is largely dependent upon the experiences you had in high school, right? I've interviewed a number of people and I show them different pieces of content, and almost without exception, what they liked in high school, they still like today. And marketers understand this. So like Doobie Brothers will appeal to an audience that were their fans in high school, right? I saw them perform numerous times, on big stages, but this is the first time I could really get close to them. So your high school band is probably going to be that music that you still like today. And when you hear it, it brings back memories, good or bad. But those become emotional continuity indicators to figure out how your audience is going to respond. So what I tell people is you want to think about your channel, not so much about what content's going to be on there, but who is your audience and what are the values of that audience? Because what I've found is that, guess what? The same audience that likes the Doobie Brothers, they also like Deep Purple, they like Robert Plant. They also happen to like Dungeons and Dragons, and they also happen to like making money at home from online factors. Because when they actually understand the purpose of the channel as an evolution of technology, it's about the fans, right? It's about the fans. It's not about the individual piece of content. And see, that's a higher level of thinking that I recommend you do. So the best book for that is still going to be the YouTube formula. Let me see if I have a copy of it around here. But I've been doing enough of a monologue. I want to just tell you where you can get access to this training is at SociSnap. And in the dashboard, when you go into the dashboard, okay, you'll see there are a number of featured links. There's the SociSnap tool. It's at socisnap.com. There's a button here called Connect Social Media, which allows you to connect your account in SociSnap to all the major social media like Google, Facebook, Amazon, etc. And directly below that, at least for the time being, depending upon when you're seeing this video, there is the Tube Relevance course. And the Tube Relevance course is where this series is going to be uploaded, the new series that we're just now recording, and then you'll be able to catch up on the individual lessons that we're talking about there as well. So there are 16 lessons. And if you go to our channel, to the, I'm going to go back to the front of the channel, you'll see that right here, when you go to Mr. Hatman, in an ungated fashion, your first million views Tube Relevance beginner course is right here. Video 1, video 2, and video 3. And I made these really short intentionally. Okay. The training that these are based on lasted multiple hours across multiple days. Okay. However, I found that most people, if they can't listen and act on a 3-minute video, it's like watch a 4 or 5 minute video. I'm going to give you a video right here. Let me show you an example of this video. That's actually, this is the next one in the series. Take a look at this one. Thing that's silly. And if you follow the techniques that I'm going to show you next, you're going to be able to rank that video. I love this guy. I don't know who the heck he is, but his ID is Bart1711-2001. Okay, he just signed up for YouTube, didn't know anything at all. This is what he posted. Hi, people. the only video of this song so far. This song includes no video clip because I'm new to the song posting, but I have. 10 years ago, he basically ripped a CD, okay, put a cover on it, put on captions, uploaded it, and he's now had 12 million views of that. Organize content, be the first. You don't need to own it. This is one of the keys, okay? And just to show you, when you go to Doobie Brothers, listen to the music, okay? Top Pop is like a trendy pop station. You're not going to compete with them. But look at Bart. There he is, okay? That's me. Tube Relevance, 1.7 million views, right? Right here, the Doobies official channel, right here, they tried to do what I'm teaching you, and they've only got 81,000 views 10 months ago, okay? This is me. This is the Doobies. But this is that dude Bart that just uploaded a bootleg song. You don't have to have original content on your YouTube channel. Okay, so I get asked this question all the time. Are you going to get in trouble with YouTube if you upload someone else's content? And the answer to that is yes and no. Let me distinguish that. If you are filming like a live concert on your phone and you upload it, there's something called Content ID. And Content ID basically says somebody else on YouTube owns the copyright for that song. That could be the melody. It could be an excerpt of the melody. It could even be a riff. So if you start playing Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin and you only have one bar, Content ID will identify that. And then it will put ads on your video, and it will give the ad revenue to the content copyright holder. And information on this is inside of the Creator Academy. A Content ID strike does not strike against you. What a copyright strike is let's say you went to the Channel 4 News in your local neighborhood and you captured the video, or you went to somebody else's video and you lifted their video directly from YouTube. Let's say you used a downloading tool and you downloaded a video from someplace else and somebody else actually owned that video. Let's say you went to my channel and you downloaded one of my videos and you took a clip of it and you put it on your channel. Content ID would identify that, but you may also get a copyright strike because you're literally stealing content from someone else's channel and putting it on your own, okay? Now, there's a distinction between that and what's called reaction videos. Let's say I'm wanting to do like let's say a music video review about the latest video from, I could even say the Doobie Brothers, right? If I go in and I play their song behind the video, I'm going to get a Content ID strike on my entire live stream. And once you're monetized, you have different options available to you. Like in my case, it would say, hey, like this happened to me the other day because I was uploading a live stream for a conference that I was promoting that had opera and had symphonic melodies and had other people playing things. And when I uploaded this to YouTube, I got Content ID strikes in 4 locations on their video that I was streaming on my channel. And then it gave me the option, okay, cut this section of audio, cut this section of audio, cut this section of audio. YouTube is very, very, very good at identifying copyrighted material. So I'm going to replay this video here right now. Hey, Danny just joined us. Good to see you, Danny. So the answer to the question is, do you need original content? The answer is no. You don't need it. but you're going to want to blend it with your own content. Doobie Brothers got me 2.4 million views. I think the best piece of content that I created had somewhere north of like 100,000 views. I'd have to go check the numbers. But my how-to videos overall were enhanced by the presence of this one outlier video that really is sort of driving the whole direction of the channel. And so that's the strategy behind Tube Relevance, which is how to generate your first million views without a lot of effort, but doing so in such a way that you're not going to get in trouble with YouTube. And I think the simplest way for people, especially in the network marketing, affiliate marketing, and personal growth and leadership space, is to do videos where you are together with a celebrity. So if you have any footage in the last decade of you with a celebrity, even selfies that you've shot, or if you are grabbing a microphone and someone filmed it, like one of the top people in search engine optimization, Neil Patel, was speaking at a conference that I was at, and I grabbed the microphone, and he and I had like a 3-minute dialogue, and someone filmed it. And so then I got that a video, I put it up on my channel, and I'm now ranking. If you search for my name and Neil Patel, it shows up #1. You want to be doing things like that. So go, your assignment, if you're watching this and you're part of our course, Tube Relevance, your assignment between now and the time we see each other again is go back to your phone, your hard drive, and try to find any video where you're either filming a celebrity, or you yourself are with a celebrity, or you're on stage in some capacity. Find those videos and upload them. I would say even just as is. Don't think about it too much, because you can always re-edit it and refine it later. That's the thing that drives me crazy about a lot of YouTubers. They try to make it perfect the first time. And I heard one of my mentors, she's actually in her 20s. I've been watching her for a while, Annie Dubé. She just crossed 120,000 subscribers. And I say she's a mentor because I only have like 5,000 subscribers, but I have more video views. The point is, she's got that, her whole channel is all about how to grow your YouTube channel. And what she was saying is she got tired of saying the same thing over and over and over again. Here's how you grow your YouTube channel. Here's how you grow your YouTube channel. She went for several years just with little subtle nuances on how to grow your YouTube channel. That was her message. And then she came out with a video and saying, you know what? Here's my content strategy for the next year, right? For the remainder of this year. We have 2 more quarters. I'm now going to be doing other videos other than how to grow your YouTube channel, because I'm bored with it. I'm tired of it. I want to do something else, right? So you only need original content once you've crossed over the line in popularity. And see, there's a growing movement right now, especially because of short form content like YouTube Shorts is trying to directly compete with TikTok. I think it's a fool's move. Really, I actually don't agree with it. I'll tell you why. I think TikTok has its place. I think YouTube has its place. When you look at the very, very first YouTube video, it's about a minute long, and it's one of the founders of YouTube looking at animals in a park in a zoo. There's actually a video that came even before that, according to some sources. You can search on YouTube for the very first YouTube video. But what was nice about YouTube is it was all about blogging culture. In fact, my original channel was called Blogging Engineer. This channel you're actually watching on, Mr. Hatman, used to be called Blogging Engineer because I was learning blogging at the time. I was in a course where I committed publicly to everyone that I was going to blog daily for 90 days. Every single day I would write a blog post. And I found that when I had a YouTube video on my blog, even if it wasn't my own video, my blog did better. So like I did a lot of rock band stuff, like I did stuff with AC/DC. And I found somebody that had actually uploaded a Blu-ray disc of AC/DC to YouTube, which was amazing. I didn't try to upload it. I just embedded that 2-hour thing right on my blog post and I got more views, right? And he was in Russia, so he was outside of the, I don't know, the purview or the jurisdiction. The thing is, when you embed somebody else's video on your blog that someone else created, you can totally do that. That was the original culture of YouTube. It was blogging culture. And when you look at how they've structured it now, it's still blogging culture. But most people have forgotten that. They've forgotten that it's more important to curate. It's sort of like, let's say you're a chef, right? That doesn't mean you have to own a farm, right? And go kill the protein yourself with a hatchet just to cook a meal. Makes sense, right? Or let's say you're a veggie chef, you're a vegan chef. It doesn't mean you need to have a garden in your backyard that you pull from in order you can actually go to Whole Foods and buy vegetables and make a salad, right? That still makes you a chef. So the assembly, the curation of your content is better than creating original content, especially when you're first getting started. I'm going to join, I'm going to bring Danny here up on the, hey, Danny.
Hello.
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. So how you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So what was your biggest takeaway about what I've shared so far? And I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but you popped in a little while ago and I was on a roll, you know, almost like a Rick roll. Gotta get down, whatever that. I don't even know that song, but yeah. But yeah, you're really excited about search triggers, and I'm so tickled pink that you actually
Right.
recognize the value of search triggers, and you saw me teach search triggers in a traffic authority. So it's really cool. It's like you've been following me for a while now, and you know,
Yes.
I kind of think of myself a lot like Elon Musk. I just don't like to work that hard, you know.
I mean, search trigger is so powerful that I want the whole world to know about it because I think like everybody need it. Like everybody needs search trigger for like your business or even if you want to, because it's so powerful that the video that you did on traffic authority, I keep on watching it over and over and over and over again.
Well, you know,
That's
that
the reason
video
why
is
I want to
before we
be
invested in doing the YouTube suggestion engine.
right.
Yeah. I mean, we've that was, I think, Search Triggers 2.0, and we're now just about to launch Search Triggers 4.0.
Oh wow. It's
So
like you have the tools that I think the reason I say the whole world have to know about it that I want to promote it so bad. It's like everybody needs it. Everybody you can't go wrong with that. You can't
well,
go
all right,
wrong with that.
that's
Like it's very
cool.
powerful.
Have you
Yes.
played around with EarthGrid Search? Have you seen
I
EarthGrid?
download it, I use it. Yes, I have it on my bookmark.
Okay. So let me show a few people here tonight what we're talking about that
Okay.
they may not have understood. This is a video that a friend of mine gave me a great a title for it. Let me go ahead and I'm going to share. I'm just going to switch gears for a little bit. And I'm going to go into the Builderall for a moment, and I'm just going to make a little kind of a page to show you what this looks like. Because a lot of people were here because they wanted to have some training on Builderall, and it's a tactical Tuesday training. So I'm actually going to switch that over here real quick. Let me bring that in here real quick here. Okay. So this is our members back office. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Cheetah Builder. This is like my latest site that I'm currently working on.
Okay.
This is my video sales letter. I'm just going to create a duplicate of this one.
Okay.
Whenever you have a page that's working, I like to make, I call this one VSL copy. So this is what the page looks like. Okay. And this is when I email my list, I want to have a strong headline at the top with an arrow pointing down with a button, right?
Okay.
So a friend of mine wrote this copy. Craig, he was, this is shout out to you. Craig actually invited me to Clubhouse. I'm actually going to start doing some more events on Clubhouse. I don't know if you know about Clubhouse, but I just discovered Clubhouse.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I was like listening to all that stuff, and so I'm going to go here and I'm going to double click on the editor here. I'm going to paste this in, how to list your website on EarthGrid. That's the topic of the video. Okay. And then I'm going to just move this down a little bit, move the video down a little bit. And then I'm going to go and say, "3 easy steps. Watch this 5-minute video for details." Okay. So I'm just going to move the button down, move the video down a little bit, and click the play button. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I do that. Number one, I have learned that, especially with YouTube, it doesn't like autoplay. Okay, that's what we used to do back in the early days. If we wanted to have a lot of views on our YouTube videos, we would put it on a blog or a website, and then we would autoplay the video. Okay. Well, think about that. Someone could easily set up a robot, Spider, and autoplay all these videos and artificially create views. So I have heard, I can't confirm it to be true, but what YouTube wants to see, in order for people to see that they truly, truly like your content, is you take your video from YouTube, you embed it onto your website, kind of like I did here with Builderall. Okay, I'm going to actually change this. Instead of register now, I'm going to go and change this because that was a page that I've used successfully for Builderall. I'm now going to go in here and edit the button. Okay, and I'm going to go here, the headline. I'm going to say register now is fine. Instead of start with Builderall, it's going to say list your website or blog, or list your website or video, right? Something like that. This also works for Club. Works with Clubhouse. So list your website or video. Okay, so now I've basically created how to list your website on EarthGrid. 3 easy steps is what he had. Okay, there we go. Watch this 5-minute video for details, click the play button. And so then right in here, I would put in the video that I'm going to play for you now. It's 5 minutes. It's in 5 minutes long. It explains everything about EarthGrid and how it's like the, let me explain. We created EarthGrid a long time ago, and it was a virtual community, kind of like a social network, like LinkedIn or Facebook, but for entrepreneurship. Like while Facebook was like a bar, LinkedIn was like a job, right? You wanted to go get job listings. EarthGrid was a social network for entrepreneurs to exchange marketing resources, tips, and strategies, and things like that. And it operated from 2002 to around 2006. And in 2006, we switched to a page builder that's now owned by a multi-billion-dollar company. And our CTO actually invented all that. So that's kind of like a little bit of a history about where we went. And then right around 2012, we created search triggers. I think it was 2011. And we realized, okay, search triggers is actually a search engine. So why not just retrofit it a little bit? Let's take down the social network because no one was really using it. Everyone was on Facebook or LinkedIn. And let's just retrofit EarthGrid as a search engine. And so I think we did that in 2015, 16, somewhere around there. And it's been operating that way ever since. And that's allowed us to build up a presence and a way of showing search triggers without having people register. That's basically what it is. It's a simplified version of search triggers that's open to everyone. And that's what EarthGrid is right now. But there's a lot more that we're building right now. We're building a whole identity network, a course, building online courses, e-learning, all these type of things. We're building software for that. And we're also partnering with people that are making software right now. And we want to showcase our members with their software. So, yeah, any questions before I play the 5-minute video?
I'm okay so far.
All right, let's go. I hope I have, oh, wait. Yeah, it's on Vimeo. So let me pull it up. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear the computer sound. Are you going to be able? Can you hear this?
No, I can hear you, but I can't hear nothing right now.
Okay, so let me stop sharing the screen and share again and make sure the computer audio is there.
Okay.
The very simple process of listing a web. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear, but I think it's far.
Okay, so it's not actually playing there. Okay, so let me share an entire screen. Because I guess when it shares a window, it doesn't share the audio.
Okay. If you're getting a good information, the time goes so fast.
Yeah, I know it's already been an hour and we haven't even started yet. We're gonna have to go on a little longer if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that was great.
Tell me if you can hear this.
No, not yet. I can hear you on your background, but it's not loud enough to hear the words.
Okay, So we're going to bring that up next time. What I'm going to do instead is we're going to what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the next. Let me just explain what I'm doing live. Okay, I'll just show you. All right.
Okay.
So basically, there's a button here called List Your Website. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm going to pull up your website here.
Okay.
Okay, there it is. accentwebnet.com. All right. So now what happens is when you click Analyze Website, we run the EarthGrid engine on your website to try to figure out how far along are you.
Okay. Oh.
So it's kind of like, right? And so basically when we see home accent web net, it means you don't have anything, right? There's no SEO, there's no title, there's no description, there's no keywords. We kind of got to start all over, right?
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay. So if I go to accent.com, I don't know who accent.com is, but let's take a look at them. Okay, so they don't have anything either. Let's try Accent Web, one of your competitors. Okay, so that's someone's someone has security and they're not allowed to be read.
What
we could
about
just
Accent
go
GH?
yeah, let's see if GoDaddy will block us too. Yeah, see it's arrested internet security.
Okay.
So if there's a security protocol in place, then it won't allow our spider to read you. Let's try another one. Take Builderall. Yeah, so they have official Builderall home, complete digital marketing platform. So there's a little bit of keywords, but it's still not that done that well.
Okay.
See what EarthGrid has. Shoemaker's children go barefoot. Smart search and content management system. Okay. Let's try. Okay, search triggers. That's a good example. Search triggers, keyword research software, keyword research, and software. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that with myself. So I click proceed. And then my name is Victor. Then I click proceed. It already remembers. It actually, I have to tell my programmer, I have to actually start over. It still remembers it at Accent WebNet. So we're actually going to go ahead and do yours. That's why. Let's go to Accent Web Network. If you were to describe your business, what do you do?
Actually, it's business to business, and I'm reseller for some of the companies, and I'm affiliate also.
You say that summarizes you well?
Excuse me?
Business to business, SEO, affiliate marketing, strategy, and consulting.
And reselling, yeah.
Agency for entrepreneurs.
Right, right.
There you go. So I would use the word business, SEO, affiliate, marketing, strategy, consulting, agency, entrepreneurs. Okay. Then I could also go into search triggers. Let me go and make that. And what's going to do is search on business to business or B2B, and get some additional keywords on this idea of business to business, right? So there's business to business marketing, business to marketing sales. I'm going to uncheck all the ones that are not relevant. Okay. Examples, definition, exemption. E-commerce is good, right? All of these are good. And then there are 4 more. Sales techniques. Okay, so I like all those. So let me go and select these again. We're going to go and grab the data on those. Now, the count over here is how many other, we call it pages, but since we're in YouTube, it's restricted only to youtube.com and any blogs or things like that.
Right.
So business to business marketing, you're competing with 230,000 other videos. Definition, you're only 3 videos. And you can actually click on this right here and you can see these are the 3 videos that have that in their title. And all you need to do is make a better video than them. Right?
Wow. Right.
Right? E-commerce is only 10. Right? Lecture 10, business to business, part 1, part 2, part 3. And we do that for a reason so you can see, okay, here's what other people have. Let me see if I can make a video that looks better than theirs. Right? And it only has 321 views, but it's a lecture, right? So when you actually get drilled down into our search is very precise. It's searching for the phrase, the title, exact, or the broad. Now, when you're actually going to YouTube and you're searching, it's mostly broad. So if I run this exact same query with the broad indicator, what's going to end up happening is the numbers skyrocket. You see that? 29 million.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what I like to do is start with the phrase, look at the title. Like, let's say I was just doing how many, like you want to ask the question, how many YouTube videos have it in just their title, business to business?
Okay.
I see now the numbers get significantly smaller.
Right.
20,000 videos you're competing against. But e-commerce has it in their title. There's 5,000 of them. Okay. So I'm going to pick a few keywords here just for myself that I think are going to be good. I'm going to uncheck ACH, examples, definition, AB, refers to. I don't really want sales jobs because you want to attract entrepreneurs. I'm going to keep e-commerce. I get rid of the phase sale. Little baby, I don't know who that even is. Okay. Now, in this box, I'm going to copy these keywords. I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to paste them in right over here. Right?
Okay. Right.
Okay. Accent Web Network. And what you're essentially doing, and what's different about EarthGrid with other search engines is we care about your ability to dynamically, quickly change your listings as a member of our community. Okay?
Right.
So I'm going to say your name is Daniel. And do you will you actually receive an email at Accent WebNet?
Yeah.
Can I send it to Daniel?
Info. Yes, it's info@accentwebnet.com.
Okay. Okay, so your listing's been accepted. And then what we do is we send you an email. You follow the instructions inside the email. And then there's you and I will go through that after this call. And then what that will allow you to do is you're going to get access to the the trial version of search triggers that has limited features. But under the settings tab, there is a button called EarthGrid listings, right? And as soon as your EarthGrid listing is linked up behind the scenes, what you'll be able to do, like for example, I have all these listings, right? And you'll be able to organize all of your listings inside of our search engine right in here in the dashboard. So here's a program that I'm now promoting. It's going to be launching tomorrow morning, right? And so you'll be able to edit your URL, and this is going to be a proprietary listing code. This is your listing code within our search engine. And let me show you how this looks for our partners. So for example, if I go to earthgrid.com and I type in business plan, right? What you're going to see is a picture of BizPlan Builder Power Tools because he's a member, right? Okay.
All right.
When you type in Apple computer, you're going to see Apple M1 chip delivers breakthrough performance with its neural net engine. That's the inner search engine, if you will, of EarthGrid. It's all about creating a community-driven listing where other search engines put ads, right?
Okay.
And because I'm signed into search triggers, there's no ads here on the right, right?
Okay.
Cool, huh?
Yeah.
So what I was saying is, like, right now you had those keywords that we found was in business to business. So if I go to keywords and the latest 20 results, remember we were doing business to business marketing, right? You can actually go to EarthGrid and type in business to business marketing, and it will show that the number one word after that in terms of popularity across Google, Yahoo, AOL, and all the other search engines that they tell us in the public record is the word agency.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
Then I hit the space bar again, and it's business to business marketing agency, and I would add the word B2B.
Okay.
So once you have your search triggers account, you'll be able to dynamically create a listing like this for your website. And the listing and the website are distinct. Okay? So in other words, you edit your listing inside of search triggers. And then that listing shows up as if it was an ad, right? And it shows up at the top of the search engine under multiple keywords. And we utilize that as a teaching tool. So once you start ranking under all these highly competitive keywords in EarthGrid, when you take the same knowledge and you apply it to your website and you like copy the same keywords, the same titles, the same description over to your videos and things like that, it starts to work. Now, one of the things we're working on right now is with Clubhouse. So if I go to listings and I go to search domains, I'm going to add a field. This is the elite version that you'll be getting later today. I could type in clubhouse.com.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just do a search now in all of Clubhouse. All of the channels, I don't know if they're actually going to block me or not, but we'll find out. Let's see how many pages are about business in Clubhouse.
Okay. That's cool.
while that's running, let me go in here and, all right. So while that's running in the background,
Okay.
let's watch the video that I had actually planned and prepared for today, okay?
Okay. Here we go.
This is all about the teaser, which is an important thing for you to learn to create teaser videos.
Okay, teaser.
And this is something, if you are wanting to brand yourself, you need to make a teaser reel. 15 to 30 seconds, and can you hook them? Now I'm going to give you a huge tip about the teaser. You do not want the teaser in the first 30 seconds. You actually want to have content and then the teaser. If you open with a teaser, people will leave your video. This is very, very important, especially on YouTube, okay? Let me show you an example of that.
What's up, everybody? This is Russell Brunson, and welcome to a special edition, a road trip edition, whatever you want to call it, of the Marketing Secrets podcast. I feel like we're going old school for our longtime friends and followers. It's like a marketing your car, but we've got a long drive ahead, and I want to welcome you guys to the podcast.
So the big question is this: how are entrepreneurs like us, who didn't cheat and take on venture capital, we're spending money from our own pockets, how do we market in a way that lets us get our products and our services and the things that we believe in out to the world and yet still remain profitable? That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Russell Brunson, and welcome to Marketing Secrets.
All right, everybody.
All right, so you see what happened there? It hooked you in, right? So this is the 51-second mark, okay?
Wow.
So he spoke.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, everyone? Blah, 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 blah. And then right around second.
What's up, everybody? This is Russell Brunson, and welcome to a special edition, a road trip edition, whatever you want to call it, of the Marketing Secrets podcast. I feel like we're going old school for our longtime friends and followers. It's like a marketing your car, but we've got a long drive ahead, and I want to welcome you guys to the podcast.
Okay, so there, 19 seconds. Pay attention. Title is the most important thing, because that's actually more important once you have traction already, okay? Because you can change your title anytime you want to. Once you upload something to YouTube, you cannot ever change it. You can't change the content. You can't change the video. You can change lots of little elements and marketing pieces after the fact, but you cannot change the actual video. So what this example is showing you is the teaser, okay, is spliced in 20 seconds after you've started talking. So Russell talked for 20 seconds, then he had the 30-second teaser, and then he continued to talk. So in that 19 seconds, he engaged you. There's a logo, there's a brand, there's something there before they go into the trailer. You don't want to just open with the trailer because people will leave your channel. So there's two types of teasers. One is that 18-second piece that you heard Russell talk about that is on before the official teaser. And if you get really good at doing this, you can organize your videos that way, okay? So it's a great opportunity for you to be able to start thinking about that in how you structure the content of your videos. So, and you want to play around with it, test it. You always want to split test one thing.
Okay.
So were you here yesterday, Danny?
That's cool. I'm here.
Yeah.
Able to generate 61 billion video views on YouTube, and I'll be honest with you, there's a billion of them. It was just dumb luck.
Okay. You see how that just hooked you right in? Right?
That's cool.
So let's hear that again. In 7 seconds, I got your attention, right?
I've been able to generate 61 billion video views on YouTube, and I'll be honest with you, there's a billion of them. It was just dumb luck. It just, I can't take credit for it. It was just dumb luck. It just happened. We'll put it out there. But 60 billion of them were using the system that I teach in the book.
You see the right? So what did I do psychologically there? Okay. I did it all in post 7 minutes earlier, right? We did an interview, but the highlight, which I thought was like the wow moment, I put it in the beginning, right? And then I used videos to create, videos as a tool. I'll put links below in the description if you're watching this, but it's a tool that I use to make these little animations. So I put 7 minutes earlier, and then I took some audio, and I combined like several videos so that your eye goes like, oh, okay, 7 minutes earlier. Because if I started with like, hey, it's how you doing, right? Boom, people leave, right? But if you start with the hook, and then you go to that 7 minutes earlier, and then you go with a hey, here's the book, okay? Because he talked about because in your mind you said, wow, I need that book, right? Isn't that what you thought to yourself? Right. I want that book. I want that book. How do I get that book? What's that book he's talking about? Your mind in those nanoseconds is thinking about that stuff. And so what ends up happening is, you see how I switched the background right there in 2 seconds? Immediately change the energy. Makes you go, okay, what is SociSnap? Right? Why is it a social media editor? What is the launch newsletter? Who is that guy with the hat? Oh, there's a link below, SociSnap.com. That's why this background is effective, because it has these brand elements that you may have seen somewhere before, but it gives you a very clear place to go to get more information in case you missed something, right? This one, not so much. It doesn't say searchtriggers.com. You can kind of figure, okay, I'll type in searchtriggers.com to get there, but you don't really necessarily know that. Intentional mentoring, yes, you can go to intentionalmentoring.com, but again, it's not as clear. So what you want to do is create something kind of like this that's evocative of your brand, and then utilize that in your live stream so that you can actually do that. Well, what we did in the editing techniques, right? And what's beautiful about this is I'm realizing that all of the live streams that we've done, hours and hours and hundreds of hours of content, really, we can put that in the members area and just take it down, or put it in the members area on YouTube or make it unlisted. Just take it off of our channel and diligently grab like a 7 or 8 minute highlight from that. And we will do better with our YouTube channel than keeping that archival content there. YouTube is not the best place for archival content until you have a tribe, right? But see, you can embed that as an unlisted video on your website and have people watch it. It could even be public, right? And people would still be watching it. But I think it's all about the psychology of value. You see, if people know that, if they know that they can get this anytime, then someday they'll watch the video. And as you know, someday never comes.
It's always someday, but someday never comes.
Some days never comes. So let me go and share my monitor here again, and we'll go to the next one. Okay, here we go. That's the one I want to share. We don't need sound anymore. All right, there we go. So that's where we were with our web development project thus far. And what I wanted to do is go back into the Tube Relevance course and show you where it lives. Let me go back. Okay. You can go into the SociSnap back office and go down to where it says Tube Relevance course. And everyone, whether they're paid for SociSnap or not, they can get the first 4 modules. And we kind of went through them in the last few days. Okay. The teaser one we just talked about is the one that we just watched. And the next one is the teaser example. So I'm going to show you that one. And then in our next training, we're going to go into the treasure, tools, traffic, and origin story. And then after that, it's time, money, leverage, timing the wave, testimonials, and training, and more training, and more training, and more training. Once you go through these 16 lessons, it'll give you enough of a foundation in understanding the YouTube that you'll be able to have the training make sense to you.
Right. Okay. So where can I find what you're showing me on SociSnap on the back office? The tools.
Yeah, it's in the SociSnap back office. You just go to Tube Relevance course.
Okay. Okay.
And it should be already unlocked inside of your account. And if it's not unlocked, you'll have instructions on how you can pick up the course. The course is $99, and it's 50% off if you bought it when you check out with SociSnap. And then there's an advanced course after that that goes into ads that you will also have access to. If you go into the Certified Partner Program, that's where that lives. And Certified Partner, we have a number of people that are in that program. That is the one where you basically, it's like an all-in package, all-in training, direct access to me. I'm going to be building things for you. I'm going to be building things with you. And SEO, all of that stuff is all under the Certified Partner Program. So if you have an interest in that, that's where to go. And then Peter will be back with us on Thursday. We'll be talking about the Sales Masterclass.
Right.
Okay. And how you can get information on that. So let's go to the last lesson. That's all the announcements I had for today. Let me go into the last video for today.
Okay.
Okay, there it is. And so the video we're now going to watch is the one on the teaser examples. Let me go back and show you where that is. It's this one right here. It says teaser example. Teaser pitch video. Okay. So let's watch that one, and then we'll comment and close it out. Hey, it's Victor here with Tube Relevance, and in this video, I'm going to show you one tip that took my video views from 40,000 to 1.7 million. Would you like to know how? Well, this is what our program's all about. Bam. Okay, so I now hook them, and then I go into my pre-made 30-second sales video, and then I say, okay, hey, all right, so here's the tip. It's called your title. All you need to do is restructure your title. You can change your title by using a very simple tool that I'm going to show you in this training that I have here on my website. Why don't you head on over to tubelevance.com, opt in, and you'll get the full training, but let me give you a little sample of what that is. First thing you want to do is establish your subject. Your subject is the most important thing. In my video, it was the Doobie Brothers. The Doobie Brothers are a favorite band of mine. I've filmed them multiple times at benefit concerts, and I uploaded their video. So the first thing you want to have in your title is the subject. That's the who. The second thing you want to have is what. What song is it? Okay, called Listen to the Music. Now, there's a little nugget that I can give you. After the band's name, you can put in a long tail trending keyword. So if I go into YouTube and I type in, let me just go in here. I'm going to share my screen. I'm actually making right now a video that I would slice up and make as my 3-minute teaser video. All right, so let me share that with you. So I'm going to go in here. I'm still in my private video. So I type in Doobie Brothers and I hit the space bar. You can see that What a Fool Believes, Blackwater, Listen to the Music. A few months ago, Listen to the Music was the most popular song. What a Fool Believes is the song that's trending now. Okay, so I would type in if I type in BR Cohen, which is the name of the venue where I recorded it, here is my video, which I'm going to play for you now. All right, so there we go. So here's the title, okay? Doobie Brothers, What a Fool Believes. Okay. Now I added in Kenny Loggins and Michael McDonald benefit concert video. So now I could go in and change this title and maybe put Michael McDonald first, okay? And this was uploaded the exact same time as I uploaded the other video, but this video only has 126,000 views because it's part of a playlist. That's a future P I'm going to talk about. You want to start organizing playlists. Notice how the subscribe button is there, and you can subscribe to Tube Relevance. Right. So your title is the most important thing to start taking popular videos and making them more popular. Okay? Inside of our training, I'm actually going to record a video where I'm going to go through and remake that video. So if you want a copy of that video, okay, and this is how you do your call to action. Hey, would you like a copy of that video? You can actually see over the next few weeks, I'm going to turn those 126,000 views into 250,000 views because I now know that this song is more popular. If you want a copy of that video, head on over to tubelevance.com, put in your name, email, and phone number, and I'll ship it off to you right away. As soon as I make that video, it'll be yours in your inbox. It's going to be unlisted in YouTube, so you have to have your link in my email in order to get that video. So I will see you on the other side. I'm Victor with EarthGrid. I will see you at Tube Relevance. God, I really appreciate you. Stay safe. Peace out. So what I just did was create teaser videos. I created a 3 or 4 minute how-to video. I created multiple assets that I can slice together inside of my editor and make it really simple. I can repurpose this video into lots and lots and lots of videos that I'm going to upload and start split testing inside my YouTube channel.
That's cool.
All right, all right.
That's cool, Vic.
So yeah, you get the principles now. So let's
Yes.
talk about that. Yeah, the light keeps it gets dark in here after a while.
Okay. So the title is very important, and you can change the title anytime, right?
Yep, you can change the title anytime. So watch this. I was just doing some searches. There's my video. It's a brand new one I uploaded 2 years ago. 49,000 views already. And then this one right here. Look at that. Okay. I don't know if you saw that a couple of days ago. I came up with a long tail called Remix. Remix, right? And there it is. It was nowhere to be found, but when you type in Doobie Brothers Listen to the Music Live Remix, there it is, number 4.
Wow.
Only 79 views because it's a new video. It hasn't quite gotten seasoned yet.
Right.
2 weeks ago, I released a remix of their music, right? So that's one of the techniques that you can use to start to get niches, right? You add a niche that distinguishes your video from other similar videos, right? And what you're doing is you're helping the algorithm understand, okay, why is this video than the gazillion other videos on the same topic, right?
Right.
And this is a 1994 remix. This is a reprise. This one is Listen to the Live a Wolf Trap. But look, mine is showing up there in the 4th position.
Wow.
Now, that's one of the keys is you want to do that. And if you pick a popular word, then that's going to have more people searching for it than an unpopular word. So you have to anticipate what is your video about. And if you really want to grow on YouTube, you want to be aware of current affairs. You want to study the trends, right? You want to look and see what are the top topics that people are concerned with respect to their industry, right?
Right.
And one of the best things to do is actually create your own online course. And that's what's going to be launching Thursday morning at 10 a.m. There's going to be a launch with my friend Cyril. And he's doing an elite launch of that in the morning about his software that creates courses, which I'm really, really excited about because it's completely changing the game on you being able to create an online course. Think of it this way. If you create an online course, then you have a bunch of YouTube videos that are marketing that course or excerpting that course or showing that course like we did today, more and more people will watch your videos and they will start to want to get the whole course, right? I bought a course on the immune system the other day because I was following this one doctor in all of these his YouTube videos. They were so good. They were short. They were like 5 minutes. They were spot on. I kept watching over and over and over and over again. And I finally signed up for his course. Right? True story. So a lot of people have to realize that you build these things backwards, right? Your YouTube concept is at the end of a journey. You've got to be building your business first. When you build your business first, you can build your course about your business second. That becomes like the foundation. Then from there, you make your executive summary. And your executive summary is your script. And then you basically practice your script. You get it down to a minute, and that becomes your video. You see, the reason people are not successful on YouTube, I believe, is because they haven't developed their craft enough. When you develop your craft, that's when people want to follow you and join you, right?
Okay.
So like I'm in the process, it just
So,
showed up today. I found an app where I can take, my nice Nikon camera and start using that for my
right.
live streams instead of my webcam. So you're constantly improving your
Okay.
technology. You're adding more lights, you're adding a green screen, you're adding all these things, and they really do matter because the bar on YouTube is so high, and the people who are getting the most views, they've got really high production quality.
Mhm.
You want to be able to do that
Right.
without having it break the bank, right? So a lot of what I'm going to be talking about in
Okay.
coming weeks after we finish this review of Tube Relevance is going to be on
Right.
improving the quality of your videos, improving the technical quality of your videos, because there's a few tips that I've learned that you can do really easily and quickly to improve that. And YouTube, I think it actually does look at that. I think they look, I have videos that are 4K, and those videos have a way better traction than some of my other music videos because I did a 4K graphics on it, and people like those.
Sonnet. Right.
So any
So, Victor,
questions that you have for me in closing out? This
yes,
concludes
I have a question.
module 2 of the Tube Relevance training.
Okay, I have a question. One of my companies that I'm reseller with them, I'm allowed to post some of the videos on YouTube. But in this case, I can use the search trigger to title the video, like not the same title as their title that they entitled their video.
Right. Do you have permission to use their video?
Yes, I'm a reseller, licensed reseller to use their video. So yes, I can use their video.
So what you want to do is record a video like this that we're having today and say,
Right.
something like, "Hi, I'm Danny, and I want to introduce you about this great concept, this great company that I'm interested in. Here are my results. Here are some of my people."
Right.
And then let's cut to the video, and I'll have some questions for you out later. I would actually recommend that you not
Okay.
put the company sales video necessarily on YouTube. You'll do much better if
Okay.
you bring people like for example, when I was promoting Builderall,
Right.
I did a test. I took one of the company sales videos, like with my friend Marshall Silver, and I put it up on YouTube. It didn't do as well as us just showing the product and
Okay.
sending people to the page that has that video already on it with the company, right?
Right.
So there's lessons you learn, and let me leave you with another tip. A friend of mine who's also on TED Talks said that you have to be bold and persistent, right? Boldness.
Mm.
And you have to practice failing. So if you do one thing, do it 10 times, right? Do it 10 times because 9 times it's probably not going to work, right?
Right. Right.
But if you actually do it 10 times, you'll either get what you asked for or you will have learned the pathway to your next step. Really brilliant a concept.
Right.
But to save you having to make the same video 10 times, I can already almost tell you that you don't want to be taking a company promo video and sticking it on YouTube because YouTube's not the right medium for that. If you did a review, like you shared your screen or you did a Zoom call and you took a little excerpt of it, or like, let's say you had an hour-long Zoom about that company, and then you found a 5-minute section where the audience was really active and they were chatting, just grab that 5-minute section and say, "Hey, let me give you a clip from our recent Zoom." And then watch that 5-minute clip and then put that out on YouTube and say, "If you like more information, here's a website. Here's my website. You can get information." And it's good to have a website. One of my mentors years back, he said, you need 3 things. You need a branding website that brands your authority. Number 2, you need landing pages to capture leads with a lead magnet. And number 3, you need a blog or an article site. And what's nice about an article site or a blog, and I'm going to show you one I'm working on today. In fact, I got to get back to it after we finish this live stream.
Okay.
It's in my launch newsletter. Yep, there it is. Let me go back to sharing my screen here. Are you seeing that?
Yes.
Let me widen a little bit. There it is. Okay. So this is going to go live tomorrow. Knowledge is power. Get more sales and leads from your courses with the ultimate sales-oriented courses and training platform. Watch our exclusive interview with the product creator himself. And so here's my interview with him, right?
Okay.
And so people can play that. And then down below, it says, why now, right? And it basically says why, okay? Then after that, why choose this over other platforms? Short answer, what would you rather pay? $99 or $249 billed per month, billed annually, right? That's crazy. That's like $1,200 or $3,000. Or a one-time payment starting under $50 and install it on your own web server. Duh, right? That's the product my friend is launching. It's a one-time payment under $50. I think it's launching at $47, and then he has an elite one. It's at $249 or something like that. And you install it on your own web server, and then you can create your online courses from that. And what I say at the end of this video is, even if you're thinking about making an online course in the future, just buy his tool because it's so cheap. You're going to want to build up toward it. And then you can even use Builderall to promote it. But see, what's nice about having your own online course that's on your own website under your own hosting is you have that sense of ownership and you have a degree of control of it, right? All of my courses that I sell, we built everything. All of our courses are in-house. All the code, it's all PHP, all the members' back offices, all of my courses are inside of my own domain, right? But we spent tens of thousands of dollars and invested that in building our own membership platforms. If you don't have that kind of money, this tool for $49 is as simple to install as WordPress, put it on your website, and do that in conjunction with other things. And so that's launching on Thursday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We're going to be doing a live 2-hour event with him. And then we'll be back here at 1 o'clock Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time with Peter. And we're going to be talking about the sales masterclass. So yeah, this is I build web pages too. And this is like a long article I'm writing with a review and everything like that. And we're putting in customer testimonials. So, but yeah, it's nice to have your own website because then you can put a page on it whenever something comes out. Right?
Right.
So just remember, you want to be building in multiple channels. One of my colleagues, he sort of measures his internet activity based on domains. He says, okay, how much per year does this domain make me? How much per year does this domain make me? How much per year does this domain make me? And if it's not making you money, sell it off, right? But then again, another friend of mine sold off his domain for like $100,000. And then if he had waited 3 years, he could have probably got $200,000 for it. So, so, you know, it's business is business. And I'm really excited to be working with you on bringing your B2B website into a whole new level.
Right. I can't wait, Victor. I can't wait. You see how I get excited when we talk about it. Because I know what you carry will help me to, let my business go far. So yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. So Victor, quick question. The search trigger, you don't have affiliate on search trigger, right?
Affiliate program?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. And
Okay.
you're eligible for it. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because I can't
Yeah, there
wait
is
to
an
promote
affiliate
it.
program
It's
for
too
search
powerful to
triggers.
everybody.
It goes through an
Yeah.
application process, but I know you, I trust you, so
Okay.
I'll get you the links for that.
I try.
Nor,
Thank you very
yeah,
much. I trust
yeah.
you too.
It's normally part of the certified partner program in SociSnap. That's kind of how we start that conversation. Because search triggers is
Right.
so powerful. We've had people say, Vic, you shouldn't even sell it. I said, well, if we didn't sell it, then no one would value it. Oh yeah, well, all
Right.
people want me to do is they want to watch me use it.
It's powerful.
Tell me what
Victor.
keywords
It's
I should
very
rank for.
powerful.
And I'm going, well, it's not that quite that simple.
Yeah.
Like, even though I showed you the example of the remix, right? That's like the 10th most popular keyword that
Right.
shows up in mobile suggest. This stuff is really elusive because on YouTube, you can have 40 views, you could have 100 views. That could turn into 1,000 views like that. It gets
Right.
unsuggested. It goes to 50,000 views like that in a day.
Right.
When I show you my traffic, I was like flatline. I modified the title, changed a few things. Bam! I was all of a sudden like 50,000 in a day. And then once it's up there, it's like all of a sudden you broke through. And look at it from YouTube's perspective. They are always looking for videos that have, they always make money with it, right?
Right.
They want videos that they will consistently make money with it, that people want to watch, that they love, they have a great feeling and a good experience about. And let's face it, just like an investor. I mean, do you think Elon Musk would have to have a problem raising money now? No.
Nah.
But in the early days,
Nah.
I watched an interview with him.
They were
He had
struggling.
$30 million left in his bank account, and he was trying to launch SpaceX and Tesla. And then he thought to myself, okay, am I going to put 30 million into Tesla and let SpaceX go? Or am I going to put 15 million into each and hope for the best? But both of them may fail, right? And he couldn't raise money for whatever reason. He didn't have to. He was one of the founders of PayPal. Just so you know, that's how Elon got started. So a lot of people get started by working for someone else. Right. I've worked for many people over my career until you branch out on your own. And once you branch out on your own, it gets a lot more challenging because, there are days when I wake up and I say, Vic, I want to fire you. Vic, I want to fire you. You lazy. Get up. What?
Right. Do so.
Yeah.
Right.
And those are sometimes the best days because that's when you realize, you know what? No one's watching.
Yeah.
No one cares. If you have 9 failures, the only people that will know is you.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people, they quit too early, especially with Facebook ads. I mean, even my mentor, Anik, he said that 80% of his ads fail. I said, wow, that's double than the normal. But ask yourself, would you want to even try learning Facebook ads or YouTube ads or SEO if if let's say 10%, right? 10% of the time it's going to work. And I think those are the right numbers.
Definitely.
I did a cover band on my YouTube channel. I uploaded, I think, 9 videos of theirs. They had on average like 100 views. And then this one video, for no particular reason, hit thousands of views. And they were all the same time, all in the same day.
Okay. So you test it and see which one will.
So there are a lot of myths about growing your YouTube channel that I'm going to debunk. And number one is consistency. It's more important to have good videos then to be consistent, like every Tuesday you upload.
Right.
Google used to be that way as well. Like if you launched a update to your website, but here's the
Right.
thing, consistency will be rewarded. But here's the problem
Right.
with it. Let's suppose you're consistent and you're uploading every single week, and you're uploading and
Right.
uploading and uploading and uploading every single week, and then you miss a week.
Right.
Guess what? All that consistency went down the toilet. The algorithm, at least the spider that used to go out and review your websites, like we used to tell our SEO clients in the web, oh yeah, pick an editorial date. We would actually say, get all of your employees together, make all the changes to your website throughout the week, and then publish it every Friday.
Right.
Because that way, when the search engine indexes your website for all the pages, they'll see a consistent publishing schedule every Friday. Well, what happened?
Every Friday, okay.
Right? If they do that and then they miss a Friday, or let's say they don't, the pandemic hit and they're not publishing every Friday anymore. They publish 3 months, 6 months, once every 6 months. All of a sudden, their traffic takes a nosedive because the search engine is expecting content on that day and it doesn't get it. Right? So what I think is better is to let your market decide. Okay.
Right.
Obviously, if you have a live event, like we've seen, we saw this even in our own channel. When we switched to doing consistently Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, we saw a nosedive on our traffic. We were much better off doing one event with 2 weeks of planning than doing multiple events that are consistent every week. We got way more traction, way more watch time. So you want to put all of your wind behind one arrow. And so we're gonna talk more about that on Thursday. Did I answer your question? It was kind of a long answer, I guess.
You do answer my question, and I'm getting all the points together too. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone for coming out tonight. We'll see you on Thursday morning for the launch. Watch your email from the launch newsletter.
Okay.
It's going to be coming from launchnewsletter.com, and you can actually sign up on the VIP list. Let me bring that up because some people are still watching this. If you go to launchnewsletter.com, there is a way to contact me. But you go to the homepage. I have a cookie. It actually measures that. There'll be a pop-up right here that will prompt you to opt in.
Right.
Okay. I already closed it down. But you can get more information at launchnewsletter.com about these launches that are coming. The schedule is we're going to be emailing everyone tomorrow morning. That's Wednesday about the Thursday launch. And then that product will be launching from Thursday till the following Thursday.
Okay.
And everyone who buys that product will also be receiving my full Tube Relevance YouTube training as a bonus. And that's that's one of the reasons why we're putting this entire program together right now, because so many people need to understand how to do YouTube. And I'm going to highly recommend you pick up my friend Daryl's book, YouTube Formula, and links for that are also inside of the Tube Relevance back office, which is inside of SociSnap for the time being. But we are launching a dedicated Tube Relevance back office. It'll have the same username and password as your SociSnap account, but it'll have additional links inside of there that you'll be able to access the same training, but there'll be bonus training from some of my YouTube mentors in there as well. Any questions? You good? Yeah? It's a lot we covered today.
I'm good for now.
Yeah, Tuesdays, we
Yes,
typically go for about 2 hours, man. All right. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.
All right. Thank you very much for your time.